Alright guys, so today what I'm talking about is intraday liquidity theory. Alright, how you can trade the Asian session and the London session to your own advantage. And first thing we're going to be looking at is how, those things that validate if we should trade the intraday liquidity. Alright, now the first thing I would say to you guys is knowing the trend of the market. If you take a look at the 4-hour time frame, we've been trading bullish at this point in the market. Now, I will go over to analyzing what happened the previous week. So I'll use my replay to trace that. Alright, so this was on Monday. Alright, so Monday. So let's analyze the 4-hour time frame. The 4-hour time frame, take a look at this point here. Here was where market changed structure. We had a change of structure there, and also we did have a BOS here in the market. Now, I'm going to mark out my demand zones. Yeah, market hasn't mitigated this point here. You know, I love to mark out every demand zone I see that are valid in the market, because I don't know where price is gonna do its thing from. So I just love marking out everything. Alright, so take a look at this one here. Price actually used this one to trade back up, alright, to continue the trend. Yeah, I love using the gray color for the already used demand zone or the supply zone. First is knowing the 4-hour the 4-hour trend of the market. And let's see what our trend of the market. So we're pretty bullish here in the market. So all we're gonna do is go into the 5-minute time frame and see if we get an entry with our intraday liquidity theory. And each actually consists of the Asia session, the Tokyo session, and the London session. Now, to my own setup, this is the indicator I use, section by Luciago. In my previous video I showed the setup for that, so I'm just going to show it here again. Take a look at it, and if you want to take a screenshot, I'll do the setup on yours too. Alright, so now this is the Tokyo session. The one on gray color and the one on blue is the London session, and the one on red is the New York section. So how can we possibly trade during this section? Now, like I said before, the first thing you need to know is the trend of the market. Now, it's not good to trade at the entry trend of the market. If you want to get more profit in the market, if you want to be profitable in the market, just stick to one thing. Alright, what I do stick to is the higher time frame trend. Alright, if the higher time frame trend is bullish or bearish, then trust me, what I want to be looking at on the intraday cycle is if I want to be seeing bullish trend, if the higher time frame is telling me the bullish structure, right? So I want to be looking for bullish intraday liquidity. Alright, so that means looking for bullish intraday liquidity is something like during the Asian section. Alright, I want to see something like this when price go, because the Asian section consists of consolidation, alright, in the market, where there are a lot of indecisive candles there, but most of the time you just get a clear structure to form. Alright, so I also have another way I can trade that, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to be making this short, just talking about intraday liquidity. So all I want to see is for the bullish, if the market is bullish, right, all I want to see is price sweeping the previous low that was created during the Asian session. Yeah, when it sweeps it, I want to see a little bit of retracement back up, and kind of price engulfing the retracement back down. Alright, then I'll be entering price at this point. Yeah, and my stop loss will just be set at the previous retracement down. Right, I might take profit to somewhere like this. Alright, so this is literally what I'll be showing you guys today how to get into this kind of trade. I mean, it doesn't always happen in the market, right? But you you have to, know these things, all right? When you see it, it's a high probability setup, right? The first thing you need to know is the trend of the market. Now, then you should have your indicator, which I've shown you. So let's play this out. So this is the range during the Asia session. This is the Asia session range in the market. So then this out. Let's see what happens. It usually takes 4 hours. I mean, to my setup, right? My setup on the indicator usually takes 4 hours to complete each of the equity ranges. So this was what was going on. All right, so let's see until 7 a.m. Okay, this is going too fast. All right, so take a look at this point when market did break the previous low that was created during the Asian section. All right, now remember I said before, let's see if we get a little bit of retracement back down, up and then the price do engulf it, then so we enter this trade. All right, now remember, for me to have for me to be in the right state of mind trading this zone, I mean this setup, I need to know the trend of the market, which I said before, bullish trend. Now, if you take a look at this, structure here, take a look at the structure. Most of you would think that since price kind of change character here, give a change of character or change of structure, so smart money traders will call it that way, or ICT trader. All right, some persons might be looking for sell setup, but a higher time frame trend is what we're looking at. Stick to the higher time frame trend because those are the strong trend in the market. All right, so we look for sell setup at this point, then just mean you're gonna be losing one market, and maybe we're saying the shit doesn't work. Right, you need to get this in your mind. You need to know the trend on the market. So let's see what happens then. Okay, all right, you see let me show you something here. Now, this can be very, very tricky. At times, it doesn't retrace back down this way. I mean, for this week, it didn't, but for the previous time I've always traded this zone, it did retrace something like this. I mean, when it clears the liquidity, push back, little back up, and reverse back down at this engulf pattern will enter. But this also happened here. Take a look at this candle. This first bearish candle that formed struck liquidity. Now we are seeing a lot of indecisive candle at this point, and this last one here, there's kind of a candlestick pattern. I don't know. I don't want to talking about it on this video, right? So it's something like this. This 3 candlestick pattern. If you see it in the market during a point where you should be looking for sell or where you should be looking for buy in the market, then you should enter after price to engulf such candle. Okay, right, so all right, yeah, this one will be the buyer's candle. This is the seller's candle. Maybe this can be the seller's candle or the buyer's candle, but this indecisive candle mostly consists of a lot of weak in the market. All right, so you don't know if sellers are getting in or buyers are getting in. So if you see such kind of candle in an area of point of entry, all right, in the market, then trust me, that's that candle. I'm gonna execute trade after price will engulf this candle. All right, when price engulfs this indecisive candle here that was formed in the market, which was this one here, this little bullish one that was formed here, and this was the engulfing pattern that took it out. All right, so this is literally what happened. So you should be getting in now since price already engulfed it. Maybe using what's it called? Execution, market execution instead of setting limit. I usually don't set limit anymore in market, right? So you can target your profit target might be on the highs of the Asian session, or maybe you can take it higher more. So for the sake of this video, I'm gonna leave it there. All right, so it's actually nice. This is a trade, my 1 to 3 trade. All right, so let's play this out real quick, see how it happens. Okay, that was nice. So remember, there is something called trade management. All right, so there is something called trade management. If I'm trading this intraday liquidity theorem, I do use a little. I do stick to my trade management plan. All right, so now take a look at this point. When price did break this point here, when price did break this previous high, lower high that was formed here. All right, now I will take partial profit. All right, I will take partial profit. So you should note this also. Take partial profit at this point, then set your stop loss to break even. All right, bring the stop loss to this point here. You break even. That is what break even simply means. All right, for those of you who don't know it, so this is a nice trade actually. It's a nice trade. Okay, we did hit take profit here now. Now this was during the London section, right? Now this is how to trade the London section also. I mean, when price did take the previous low that was created during the Asian section. During the London section was when the movement did happen. All right, let's see how we can trade the New York section. Remember, we did trade just 2 sections, the London section and the New York section. So finding opportunities to trade in the London section is looking for a sweep of liquidity formed during the Asian section, which was this one. This was the setup here. Let's see how we can trade London section if we see an opportunity in the market. Okay, let's play this up. Okay, I want to take note of something here. At this point, London was creating high, created a low, created a high. So remember I told you each range consists of four 4-hour kind of movement. All right, it takes 4 hours to complete this range. So let's see what happens. How can we get in on the New York section? My internet connection is kind of slow. So I hope you guys watch the video to the end, right? So okay. All right, guys. So I want to show you something. What happened here? Take a look at this point here in the market. Take a look. When price, when we did enter at this point, so let me take this out, right? Let me take this out. When we did enter at this point here, looking at the secondary structure, we see that we didn't break structure here. We had a VOS here in the market. We broke structure here at this point. And find other block here. So I will definitely kind of draw this out. Change the color. Good. Okay. Set my mic. All right. Like I said before, entering such kind of point, I didn't want to talk about this kind of setup before, but okay, for the sake of this entry here that did happen at this point, I will talk about it. Now, there was two kind of other block that I was presented itself at this point. This one here and this one. So uh, I'm gonna mark this 12. So whichever one we play out, I don't know, right? But the confirmation, if I see the three candlestick pattern, the one I drew before, all right. Now I can see the candle here, but let's see if another thing comes after it, right? So okay. My internet is kind of slow. Can go back to the following time. Oh shit! What is wrong with this connection? So no, okay. All right, this is nice on 4 minute time frame. On 4 minute time frame, it's nice. All right, take a look at this, guys. This is a week that was formed that medicated this other block here. If you look at it, this is a nice confirmation that sellers can hold this position back down. All right, that buyers want to take over the market. Now take a look at this week that was formed here. Kind of indecisive candle. So definitely, let's say price did engulf this retracement back down here with this bullish candle. So I will be entering with market execution at this point here in the market. All right, why? Because this candlestick pattern that I saw here, right? So my stop loss will be set to this point here, and let's see if I can target this point again for 3%. Remember, we got 3% here. And same Monday, right? This is Monday, right? 8th of July. All right, so same Monday, two setup has presented itself. So let's see if mail this one or yeah. Okay, go stop that there. All right, so shit happens most times, but let's play this out. Shit. Okay, guys. Now take a look at this. If our stop loss was at this point here in the market, we won't have to stop that. All right. So setting your stop loss also. All right. I think that my stop loss was set at this point. I don't know. I can't remember, but somewhere here. If our stop loss was here, then trust me, we will stop that in this market. Let's see on 5 minute time frame. All right, so okay, I used the 5 minutes time frame to set my stop loss. It was actually at this point here in the market because I remember this trade. I did profit on this trade. All right, this was the New York section. You see, New York section. That was what happened there. So let's play this kind of. Let's go to another day. Let me go back to the 30 minutes time frame. So each day you should bear in mind we have the Asia and the London and New York section. So this is what was going on the market. So this was the end of the New York section, right? Now this is another day, which is being Tuesday here. It usually starts with the Asian session, like you guys know, all right? And I told you guys before. So take a look at this. Now, analyzing what is going to happen. Remember, stick to the trend. The 1 hour trend. Now take a look at this. Each day you want to look at the trend in the market. Take a look. We're still trending bullish, all right? though there are a little bit of consolidation at this point here in the market, but since the trend we are bullish in the market, intraday cycle, we should be looking for price to kind of take the lows or lows that was formed, the liquidity that was formed during the Asia section, the lows I mean, and how we can use that to our benefit. So today is Tuesday. Let's see what price did. Okay. This was what happened. Look at this one here. The price actually did that. It didn't. Okay. So we'll just wait for the Asia section to complete its range in the market. All right, so the Asia section range is completed. Okay, kind of slow down. Let's go to the 50-minute time frame and see if we understand what was going on at this point. Remember, this is a consolidation zone, so you gotta be careful. Why we gotta be careful? Yeah. Okay. Let's see if price you sweeps this the previous low that was created here. If we get an entry, or maybe take a look at. I want to show you something here. Now this happened during Friday, this month here. So it's kind of an imbalance in the market. So I'm expecting price to come, close this imbalance here, because imbalance are like magnets in the market. It usually draws price to itself, right? So I don't think this zone will hold because there's an imbalance resting below here. So let's see what happens. All right, let's see. Okay, all right, so 11 the 5-minute time frame. I'll take this out. This was during the London section. There was no setup. There was no setup. There was no confirmation for that market. Take a look. Here. This is the beginning of the New York section, and this is just too fast. I don't know. Can't stop it. Oh shit. All right. Maybe see. I can't stop that move that was happening at this time. I wanted to show you guys something, but it already played out. Now take a look. When price swept the liquidity that was created here during the London section. Now, remember I said when want to see an engulf candle before we enter such kind of trade, right? When price did sweep, it push back up and trade back down and kind of push back up the mile, right? So entering this kind of zone, it's when price engulfs this previous trade back down, right? So my entry will just be at that point and stop loss will be here. And maybe I would have target the high of the London section or the high of the Asian section, but take a look at this one here. Take a look at, and it will be a 3% trade, all right, if it did happen. But this was what price did at this point when it got to this previous high that was created on the London section. It just retraced back down aggressively. All right, so Remember I said trading the intraday cycle, you need to also know how to manage your trade because price most times or news can reverse the trend of the market. So if you had take trade on this point, take a look at this high that was created here. I mean, secondary structure. When price did broke this point here, I would have taken partial profit. Yeah, you should take partial profit at this point. Then set your stop loss to be able. Yeah, stop loss should be here, right? At break even. So partial profit, then we didn't lose for this day. I mean, we didn't lose a trade, all right? So we took partial profit, and later on we got stop out. So this happens all the time in the market. All right, let's play that out. See what happens. This was Tuesday, right? I'm gonna run it over till Friday, so you should be patient enough to see what happened this previous week. If you only know how to trade this point, this zone. Okay, so this is the start of Wednesday. Yeah, look at the time there, Wednesday, 10th July. All right, so the start of the Asian section range. So we'll wait for the range to complete and see if we get an entry in the market. Let me play this out very quick. Okay, this is too fast. Too fast. All right. Okay, still playing out. Yeah, too fast. Can't stop this. Okay, can you calm down now? All right, but actually there was no entry during this point. Yeah, it did take the price did take the liquidity that was formed during the Intra session at the highs, all right, of the Intra session. Yeah, I would have get into this point here if I see an engulf candle, something like this. So you should take note of this, how you can enter this point. Also, if price did take the the highs up. If you didn't take the low of the intersection and ended up taking the high just like this one here, this is what I mean. All right, I do enter this point in the market. It does happen most times. So if price knock above this point, took the high instead of taking the lows. Now in this scenario, this also happened, but the confirmation was not completed. Now it took the highs. I want to see a little bit of pull back down and kind of tracement back up and down again. Then I would enter on the engulf candle, right? That engulfs this tracement back down. So take a look at this point. When it swept the highs of the Asian section, it came back down and pull back up, but it didn't engulf it. All right, so it just did this thing, continue the pull back down. All right, thing. So I won't enter at that point. So trading intraday cycle, all you need to know is stick to all the confirmations, otherwise you're going to be losing money in the market. All right, so don't enter, don't rush to the entry, just wait until the engulf candle is completed in the market. All right, if it engulf fully, then trust me, you want to be at that point. Okay, what happens then after? Shit, I don't know what's wrong with my life. So it's very, very slow to do. Into the weather, kind of cold, and so we're in this part of the country where any kind of a small change of weather, slight change of weather, network here is not strong, not stable. All right, this was what happened on Wednesday. So Wednesday didn't give me any entry. Okay, yeah. Wednesday would give me an entry. I just saw something here. Now, remember I said the secondary structure. Now, price it broke this point here, right? So take a look at this point, created a BOS here. Now, the BOS that was created here left an other block. It did leave another block here. So let's see if okay, let's mark it out just this way. If price give us that three candlestick pattern here, if we can enter trade at this point, but let's hope price is just being choppy. Okay, this is almost the completion of the New York section. So I don't think I'll be looking for a trade at this point because this is already 425. So 425. So I won't be looking at trade at this point. Alright, so the New York section is complete. Alright. You should always know how to know when to trade and when not to. So I don't overtrade or I don't overlook the market. Once it is 3 o'clock in the New York section, I don't too much look into the market for entry. If there is any entry, then maybe it can play out. And tomorrow, I can look for another one. Okay. Take a look at this point. Market almost, kind of like get this one, but we didn't. So let's wait for another range, another Asian range to start forming, which is gonna be Thursday, right? Because this movement all happened on Wednesday. Okay. All right. This is Thursday range on the Asia section. Let's see what happens. Let's go back to the 30 minutes time frame. Now, on the 30 minutes time frame was this other block, other block that was formed here. So I'm gonna mark it out and see if price comes back into it. Alright. However, I'm still gonna be waiting if price will take the Asian low. Right, so I got two things in mind. So let's see what happens then after. My internet is too slow for my liking. Don't like it. Okay. Okay. The Asia section range. Remember, we always wait for the range to complete, right? We don't rush into the market. Don't rush into the market. This is what happened. Alright. I'm looking at this structure now. There's another block here. You take a look at the secondary structure. When price was creating this point, created a high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Alright. This one is valid. This one is also valid. Alright, let me just mark that up. Whichever one price gives us confirmation. we are gonna trade, but I won't be marking this out because already take a look at this price already meditated it and kind of stick with background. So I don't think it will respect that one. See, or something should be very careful at this point, right? Not to miss it. Okay. That's good. Okay, now take a look at this. Price did it did sweep. Price swept the low of the Asian section, right? The low of the Asian section. Take a look a little bit. Use the wick, right? Take a look. All right, so that is what happened there. So let's see how we can get into this point market. Okay. All right, let me go to the formula. Okay. All right, guys. Now look at this indecisive candle that was formed here, right? It's a big wick at the bottom. It has swept the Asian section low. All right, so it kind of pull back up. All right, pull back up, and kind of. I will be entering this market with this one here since it didn't kind of continue downward. And secondly, this was the kind of the theory candle entry I was talking about, right? So at this point here, this week was an indecisive candle, all right, with this big wick. So remember I said when price engulfs this indecisive candle, we want to be getting into the market. So let's see if we get a win-win for this one, and maybe a stop loss here at this point. We can target this point here, or let's go back to 30 minutes and see where our target should be. Okay. We can target this point here, right? This point here. We can target this one here. The previous side I was created on 5 time frame. Or you can just stick to our theory to our entry. Or remember, you can also set a stop loss here. Alright, to be at the safe path, just like what happened on Tuesday. So this will give us 2%. Alright, so it did play out fine. Price played out fine, almost at the TP. But remember, we would have also managed to trade, alright? So when it did break above this point here, we would have taken partials and set our stop loss to break even. Okay. This is a nice trade. Alright, TP hit. Alright, 2% back. Alright, so okay, I'll just take this out. Let price continue. Remember this, so you can also set your take profit at this point here. Alright, so doesn't matter. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, it was even nice. Price did hit that TP there. So on this Thursday, what news? We're expecting news. And so I forgot, was it inflation data or CPI that was coming up? No, inflation. I think CPI data that was coming out during 1:30. So I just kind of After this trade on Thursday, I just kind of I stopped. I didn't go for any opportunity in the market because of the CPI data, because I was going to be released at 1:30. I think this video is too lengthy, so it's almost Friday. Like I said, I was going to go over everything that happened previous week, so I hope you have patience to watch this. Now take a look at this. Now, how we would have gotten into this trade during the New York section. Now, the low that was created during the London section was swept here. Right, it was swept here. Now, it left indecisive candle, this one here. But remember how I said this is already 125, so just 5 minutes remaining for the data release. So I won't be getting into the trade because the frame I'm using, you can't execute a trade 2 minutes before it moves high impact news or 2 minutes after high impact news. But if I am on a trade at this point, maybe targeting high, yeah, I can use a good risk management for that. So I can trade during the news, but can't open any trade. I can't execute any trade. So this was a fine setup, but I don't know. Can't execute any trade. Okay, this was the release of the news. This is very, very massive. Alright, and it did respect the setup. This was really, really massive. Very nice. Alright, so I'll be waiting for Friday setup. Friday setup. Go back to the 30-minute time frame and play this really quick. Oh gosh, my network. Okay, check this out. Sorry guys, my network is kind of slow. Oh, wow. Back in 5 minutes. It's already Friday. Start of another Asian section. Alright, start of another Asian section. So what I want to be looking at on this point is either price getting into this validating this order block that will form there, or I want to see price kind of sweep the low that was created during the Asian section range. Right, so two things in my mind for Friday. All right, and also there was PPI news coming out this Friday. There was PPI news coming out this Friday. Also 1:30, right? So guys, okay, this is too fast. Oh god. Alright, so I'll show you how I got into this point this Friday trade. But that was too fast, I couldn't stop it, guys. Okay guys. Now take a look at this point. Price did clear the liquidity here. Now, how would I have gotten into this trade? You can see this indecisive candle here that formed, alright, with this massive wick, and with this bullish candle here that did engulf the indecisive candle, right? So I will have kind of entered at this point here, and my stop loss will just be here. And take profit. And use 30 minutes to set my take profit. Okay, I can target this point here. You can see this week here. Definitely want to see price, break above that, but can target this first one here, which is how many percent here. This was actually 5% too. Nice. So we're reaching 1% to gain 5%. So remember trade management when price did break above this one here. I would have taken partials and kind of set my stop loss to break even. Right, and let's let the other thing run. Right, so all right, you break it, take profit. Okay, almost at TP. All right, this is nice, guys, nice, guys. We hit TP here, so I don't think I will be trading during the New York section. All right, this because of the news that was coming out. Take a look at this, guys. We got the news already prepared. Did you see this massive pullback down? That was the PPI data on Friday. And the rest, so this is how you can trade the intraday liquidity cycle. So I literally did not only show you how to trade the liquidity cycle, but I also gave you a further confirmation how you can trade the other block in the 5 minutes, alright? The other block in 5 minutes with the 3 candle pattern I showed you guys. So I didn't wanted to add that lecture here, but I just for the sake of the video I had to. So yeah, I don't know if you calculated what we got this week. You would have seen that we almost got into 17% or maybe 15% of our accounts for this week. It was nice week, guys. So this is how you can trade this liquidity cycle to your own advantage. So if you make it this far to the video, congratulations. I want you guys to backtest it and kind of use it to your own advantage. All right, it does work out for me. The first thing you need to know is the trend of the higher time frame, the trend of the 4-hour time frame, all right, and how you can implement it on 5-minute time frame. I already showed you guys all the confirmation you need. Trade it. So I hope you get profitable next week because price is still bullish. No primary lows have been broken yet. This one here. So what I'm going to be doing this week, this coming week also, I can also be looking at for intraday cycle to get an entry also because we are running bullish on higher time frame. So guys, I'll see you on the next video. Right? Do well to